Welcome into Friday Night Blitz. Thanks so much for being with us for Level 2 of the playoffs. I'm Brandon Kinnard, and we've got rivals meeting again. Kimberly beat Nena by 14 back in early October. Now the Papermakers and Rockets get a playoff rematch. It's our Sports Showdown game of the week. Kimberly looking to improve to 11-0. And they are on the attack early on. It's a combo we've seen so often throughout the year. Caden Pendleton to Connor Wennick, shaking off some tacklers and scoring to put the Makers up 7-0 early. Nena has an answer. When your quarterback wears 44, he can probably run it a little bit. Look at that. Luke Elkin diving in to tie the game at 7. He came to play tonight. This Kimberly offense, though, man, they can light it up. Little touch pass to Caden Frazier. He's in for the score, 14-7 Makers, and they keep pouring it on. Later in the first quarter, it's Alec Martzall getting in on the action. Around the edge, and 50-plus he goes. 35-13 at half, and Kimberly wins again, 55-28.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty sharp tonight, especially in the first half, but really 4 quarters. You know, we didn't play perfect. We tell our kids we don't expect them to play perfect. We expect them to play at a high level as far as effort and energy and focus, but you know, I thought we played pretty well tonight. I think our offensive line is really gelling and playing at a high level, and you know, there's some pretty nice holes for those guys to run through tonight.
Well, they get the winner of this one, Appleton North and DC Everest, on a snow-covered sideline in Appleton. Turnovers playing a big role for the Lightning early on. Mason Hessley comes up with a loose ball, and they cash it in 2 plays later. Beautiful toss here. Matt Scheckelman to Alex Heron, 7-0 North. Then after an interception, it's a nice little walk-in touchdown for Cal Martini. Lightning win big, and they'll get a rematch with Kimberly in Level 3. Bottom half of that D1 bracket, Bayport and Preble. Bring your fat heads, folks. First quarter, Isaiah Gash doing what he does. 12-yard run, and that makes it 14-0 Bayport. Gash, though, with a rare mistake here. And that's picked up off the fumble by Connor Shefchik. Takes it all the way back. That's a play of the night candidate. If you're going to beat Bayport, you got to take the ball away. They do that there. It's 14-7, but Gash is just too good. 33 yards here. You get a front row seat. 21-7 Bayport. At that point, they win at 49-14. And on the opposite side of the D1 bracket, Fondy and Sun Prairie. Second half here, it's close. Kyle Waljasper takes it himself, and with a little help from his friends, he gets in for the score. FDL goes up 24-20. Does not take long for Sun Prairie to answer back. Dom Landfear down the sideline, a 75-yard deep ball to give Sun Prairie the lead for good. They hit another big hitter later on to finish off the upset, 34-30 the final. Plenty more highlights still to come here tonight. It was an emotional game in Hortonville. The Polar Bears honoring a teammate as they look to extend their season. We'll take you there next. An emotional night in Hortonville tonight. As you saw earlier in the newscast, the Polar Bears taking the field just days after losing one of their teammates, Colin Krivishen, in a car accident. Hortonville playing host to Kaukauna in Level 2 as they honor Krivishen before the game. And they played pretty well tonight. Kaukauna, though, on the move early, already up 7-0. There's a deep ball to Logan Fitzhugh. He's down at the 1, but they would score a play later to make it 14-0. Hortonville, though, not going away. Jaquan Evans from a couple yards out, hauls in the TD pass. Polar Bears back within 4, but there was a little too much of this down the stretch. The pass picked off. Kaukauna with a couple big takeaways as they hold on down the stretch to win it 20-14 on the road. So the Ghosts moving on to Level 3. The newest member of our NBC 26 sports team, Chancellor Johnson, joining us live now from Hortonville. Chancellor, a nice win for the Ghosts tonight as they move on to Level 3.
Yeah, what a game here. What a game here at Wolf River Community Bank Stadium. It was between the Ghosts and the Polar Bears, excuse me. The Ghosts had the lead for most of the game here, but it was the defense that carried them to a win. 3 interceptions today, and the Polar Bears had a chance to come back and possibly win this game, but down the stretch, another costly interception, and the Ghosts will advance. Now, I talked to the Ghosts head coach after the game, and he told me it was a nail biter. He was so nervous towards the end of the game, but he was just happy he got the job done, and he's very proud of his guys. Brandon?
All right, thanks so much, Chancellor. We look forward to seeing more of you. The Ghosts, I should say, will play the winner of our next game here as we move right on in the highlights. Pulaski and Superior. You got to stay warm on a cold night out there in Pulaski. And the Red Raiders, well, they were rolling early on. Ben Redlin, 2-yard touchdown run at 7-0. Later in the first, they get it done on the ground again. A little touch pass to Joseph O'Leary, 34 yards later. He's in, 14-0. Into the second quarter now. Superior looking to right the ship here. They would eventually, it's just not right here. Carter Fonger fumbles it, recovered by Kyle Reichel. And then another Redlin touchdown makes it 21-0 Pulaski. But after our camera left, the Spartans turned it on. They pull off an incredible fourth quarter comeback to win it 36-27. So Superior ending Pulaski's season. And in Division 4, top-seeded Freedom and St. Croix Central. Irish trailing early, and they dig deep into the playbook here. Halfback pass, John Verhassel back to his quarterback, Reeve Lambrecht. Takes it down inside the 15. A couple plays later, Lambrecht scrambling, keeping, and scoring as he finds the pylon. Freedom still down 2 scores, though. 23-13. After a defensive stop, the Panthers punting it away, but Gavin Hafman drops it. St. Croix recovers. They turn that into points. Freedom down big, but the Irish pull off a big comeback of their own. They win it in overtime, 49-43. So a couple big comebacks there late. Stick with us. We'll give you our play of the night up next. Our play of the night, we go back to Preble and Bayport. A rare mistake from Isaiah Gash as he fumbles, and Connor Shevchik all over it. Goes right to him, and he brings it back for the touchdown. Preble loses tonight, but hey, not a bad play to finish off your season. We'll see you next week for Level 3.